friends, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. So today I am really excited because I'm going to be doing a first impressions and review on the newest Tom Ford foundation. We're talking about the Traceless Soft Matte Foundation and I am really excited. So I'm going to be doing a first impressions on application, demo, everything like that. I have primer on only half side of my face and I'm going to wear it for 10 hours or more, and I'm going to come back and tell you what I think of this foundation. If this is your first time here, my name is Gigi. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I hope to stay and subscribe for more. I do a ton of luxury makeup haul, reviews, first impressions, and all those good things. I hope you consider subscribing, clicking that red button below, and without further ado, let's start. Alright my friends, so let's begin, and we're going to be talking about Tom Ford newest baby. And I was waiting for this release for a long time because the time I saw it, I knew I had to get it. I knew I had to review it. I love the regular Traceless foundation. This is a natural medium to full coverage foundation, natural looking, foundation, but it is beautiful on the skin. It wears really nice, and so when they wanted to come out with a matte one, I was all over it. So I am excited for this wear test today. So as far as I can see on Sephora's website, they carry 40 shades of this foundation. Right now on reviews it's sitting at 4 and a little bit stars out of 5 reviews, so it's super spanking new. Not a lot of people have reviewed this baby. So as I said, on the Sephora website I can see 40 shades, but I believe on Tom Ford's I find a 42. So the shade range is pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie, this foundation, the one that I picked, was a 6.5 Sable, which is described as a medium dark warm golden undertone, and it was actually really perfect for me. I was able to pick it out from knowing that that's the same shade that I wear in the regular Traceless, so it was easy for me to pick up the shade. However, I find that it is a little bit darker than this one. So if you do have this one, I don't know if you wanna go just one shade lighter, because it looks perfect though. It looks really nice, and for summer it's gonna be perfect. This one I find is just half a shade lighter, so that's something that I wanted to point out. So now I'm gonna jump into the application portion of the video, and then we'll conclude our final first impressions. Okay guys, so let's start the application process. I thought we'll do half with primer, half without. So we're gonna use our trusty Tatcha Soul Canvas. I'm gonna do it on the right side of my face only. I always prime for my foundations. I always do, like, every single day. I just find that they wear better, and I always like to give them a little help if I can. But for the sake of this video, this is claiming to be a really matte and long wearing foundation, so we're gonna put her to the test. That's it. So only the right side. We're gonna leave the left. So our Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation, it retails for 110 Canadian dollars, and it is meant to be a soft focused matte foundation with a hydrating silky formula and medium to full coverage that lasts all day. The coverage is medium, the finish is matte, and the formulation is liquid. It is meant to be used for all skin types. This foundation has hyaluronic acid to hydrate and support skin's natural moisture barrier. It has active blends, antioxidants, vitamin C and E, and caffeine to treat your complexion to all-day ultra comfortable wear. It is soft focus, microspheres, powders, diffuse, and blur light. Traceless Soft Matte Foundation provides a matte finish without looking cakey or dry. Soft focus microsphere powders blur the looking of imperfections, and where extending pigments provide medium full visible coverage. Skin looks and moves like skin and feels smoother over time, even after foundation has been removed. This formula is also humidity and sweat resistant, dermatologist tested, and non-comedogenic. I've got the shade 6 6.5 Sable because I don't know if they correlate, if it's the same, you know, shade for the regular, but for the Traceless, that's the one I have. So hopefully it's a good match. When it comes to the packaging, it's just a little bit different. This is their older formula, and this one has a gold rim, this one doesn't, but it has the same system where you know, pop up the fan. Let's start. And I'm gonna apply this much. As you can see, it is a runny foundation, but not extremely runny, so it's running good down my face. So that was one pump, and I'm gonna apply it just on the half of my face. I'm gonna be using this foundation brush by Ulta and It Cosmetics, which I really like for foundation application. And that was a great coverage. As you can see, it really blurred absolutely everything. It covered really well, but it feels really dry. I'm not gonna lie, I know this is meant to be matte. I'm just saying what I feel. So my face on this side just feels a little bit dry and sort of like tight. But it's okay, it has hyaluronic acid, it's gonna hydrate my skin, and it's gonna, you know, make it last all day. So we're gonna see, but you guys, it looks really pretty. The finish is absolutely stunning. It's not a flat matte. I don't know if you can see, it has a natural radiant matte. So far it looks beautiful. So let's do our other side of our face. Same thing, just whatever the pump disperse, so that gives you, you know, a good amount of product. By I put it all on one side, and I guess that's why it gave me a lot of coverage. When it comes to the color, it looks good, but I feel like this sable shade is a little bit lighter and a little bit yellower. Like the sable shade in the regular Traceless, it just I don't know, it's just more yellow. This one looks more neutral, and this one so this is what we're looking like without setting, and I think I'm going to just lightly set because that's what I do with all my foundations. I have combo skin, my T-zone tends to be really you know, oily and whatever, so I need to set my T-zone and my smile line so the foundations don't really settle in them. But you guys, so far it looks really pretty. The finish of it, as I said, is a natural matte, and I really like how I look. I really like that it looks absolutely flawless. It covered, but it's not super full coverage. I can still see a little bit through the foundation. So yeah, I'm going to just finish up my makeup, and then I'll come back and we'll talk you know, first impressions on the product. Alrighty friends, so I'm back and makeup is all completed. I'm gonna list all the products that I used in my description box, but pretty much I set it all over my face with the Gucci powder, which is it's really lightweight, and I didn't put a ton of it. I pretty much focused the powder in my T-zone and my smile lines, so I did a light dusting of it everywhere. I have to say that I don't see a major difference in between, you know, the prime side and the non-prime side. So we're gonna test this baby for the whole day. It is 8 in the morning, so it is really early, and I think I can get a good 10 hours or even more of wear of this guy. I'm gonna be out. Today is a Saturday, so I'm gonna be out doing a lot of things. This is meant to be sweat proof, heat proof, and all those good proofs for summer, so I am excited for this foundation. as I said, first impressions, it looks really pretty, you guys. The finish of it is really nice. My face looks just perfected and nice, and I've been liking, you know, matte foundations for summer, so I'm excited for this one. We're gonna find out and see if it oxidizes throughout the day. I don't think it will. It hasn't oxidized at all on me. It is the same color that I applied this morning. As I said, it is a little bit different, the tone of it in the other sample. Let me know if you want to see a side-to-side video, because I was thinking to do that today, and then I thought, you know what, let's just do the matte, the new one, prime and non-prime. And if you guys want to see a head-to-head between the two, which one you need, the regular or the newer matte, then let me know. I'll be willing to do that for you all. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna go about my day. The starting point is 8 in the morning. That's when I finish up my makeup. I'm gonna come back at the end of the night, and then I'll show you how this baby wore and my final thoughts. So I'm gonna see you guys then. Hey friends, and I'm back, and it is it is 5:56 in the afternoon. So pretty much that brings my wear test to 10 hours, because I started before 8 a.m. I started super early because I knew that I may get busy and I was not able to come back here later in the night and show you my makeup. So this is what I'm looking like. I'm gonna bring you in just a little bit closer. Right, so we're closer, and this is what we're looking like, and I feel like it looks really good. And I don't know, I feel like it's so similar to the regular Traceless foundation. I look exactly the same, and I'm gonna link my video below so you check that one out, because I did a full 9 hours of wear. Keep in mind, at that time it was not warm. I mean, it was a little bit, but not like today. I was actually outside today with the kids. We were at the pool for like a good 2 to 3 hours. I was like sweating, like my forehead was sweating and everything. And I think the foundation really stayed put together really nicely. Same thing as with the other one. I feel like it settled on my smile lines, but a lot of my foundations do that, so I really don't mind that. I just melt my oils back in, and that really fixed the issue. Remember, this is my prime side. I don't see a difference at all. I feel like it is absolutely the same thing. Like, I don't look different when it comes to the prime side. So same as last time, I'm gonna blot with this blotting paper by Fenty Beauty. It's just so pretty. I love the packaging. Anyway, having an oily T-zone, like I have combo skin, I always get oily on my T-zone, and I don't really mind it. Excuse my gross oils. I'm gonna blot that. And look at that, it looks so nice already. Again, my forehead was just a little bit shinier than I would love, but nothing too crazy. I feel like now it looks really nice, and it is such an easy fix, because as I said, I'm used to this. I'm used to having an oily T-zone, so it is nothing major. And at this point, if I'm outside, I will just do any setting powder in hand, and that's gonna take care of my issue. So like this, really lightly, because again, I'm not really touching up my foundation. I don't like to do that with my makeup. I put on my makeup and I'm done. So look at that. Such an easy fix. Just blot in my nose and did a little bit of powder. Everything else looks really nice. So let me put you back out and conclude my video. Alright friends, so I don't know, I'm a little bit conflicted. I think that these two guys are so similar. I feel like if you have the Traceless, I don't think you need the new matte. They just look really similar on me. I remember my wear test, and I wear my Traceless all the time, and I get an oily T-zone, and the rest of my face looks really nice. 10 hours in. Today I was outside, as I said, really hot and humid, and I really like this foundation. I feel like it doesn't emphasize anything. Again, my smile lines, but I don't really mind that too much. My face, actually, I wanted to mention that, remember how I said that I felt a little bit tight and dry? It went away though. One side doesn't feel more hydrated or drier than the other. They just equally feel the same. So I do believe that there is something in the foundation, like the hyaluronic acid that is within the foundation, that really helps to make it a matte but a comfortable matte. So I agree with those claims. And again, like, I feel like I look really nice and airbrushed. This foundation is a winner in my book. I really like it, but again, I don't know if there's gonna be a difference between these two. So if you already have the previous one, I don't think you need the matte version. So final thoughts, I really like this foundation. I feel like it's super comfortable to wear. I find that it's super long wearing. I love the finish of the foundation. I feel like I look really airbrushed, and I think that it worked really nice considering that I was outside, like I said, for a long period of time. I was sweating, I was like doing things, and then I went inside and I stayed in because it's super hot today. But anyway, I think that it worked really nicely. So I do agree with the claims. I agree that it is a long wearing foundation. I agree that it's a comfort matte, and I like the finish. I really like this foundation. I think it's a winner in my book. Alright my friends, and that was it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this word test? Do you like this, how it worked? Do you like how it looked? What do you think? Do you still want me to do a head-to-head, or do you think this is enough information? Let me know, because I'll be still willing to do it. Keep in mind, no primer necessary, because both of my sides look equally perfected and equally the same. Do you see a difference? Let me know, because sometimes we don't see things and you guys do. So let me know if you think that the prime side looks better than the non-prime side. Whatever, let me know if you're gonna get it. All the products that I use are gonna be linked in my description box. I thank you so much for your love and support, you guys, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Bye friends.